I'm Misa Amane, and I'll do anything to help Kira.
Hello, I'm a kitty. Meow.
Hi, I'm Charlotte. This is my hamster Buttons. He likes gumdrops and buttons. Tee-hee. So, it's rolling.
Oh, it is?
Hi.
Wow.
You didn't need to hear that.
Oh, thanks for letting us know. Wow.
We're editing that out. You don't want to hear that.
Should we be like, Happy Halloween?
Thriller.
I don't know how, like,
So,
it's Halloween.
No, it's not. Yes, it is.
It's almost Halloween. It'll actually be Halloween the day that we post this, so. It's Sunday.
The 27th.
we're like 4 days in the past.
La 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 la. Turn out the lights.
Get the fuck away from me.
Ooh, candy corn.
We were nerds and decided to name our pumpkins.
Alright, biggest to smallest. This is Sam. Sam Winchester. What's the next one?
I don't think you needed to clarify Winchester once you brought
I
up Dean
need
and
to.
Cassiel.
This is Dean. Dean Winchester.
That one's mine.
And this is Castiel. Not Winchester.
We got him for Martin the fish.
I'm gonna throw this at your head.
Okay. I want to see you throw it. I'll go over there and you throw it and let's see how far Dean goes. Castiel will go farther because he can fly.
I threw Castiel at you. Because it is Halloween, we will be telling ghost stories about our college specifically, and also Ashley wants to tell another one. The first one is about the Lawrence Hall Shuffler. There are two different versions of this story. I will tell you the first. The first one.
It's the number 2 because there are 2.
It also means peace. When we're talking about ghosts, peace.
I feel like peace is kind of an angle.
That's more like a gangster.
Rest in peace.
My roommate and I have officially put 2 rules on our roommate agreement that deal with the supernatural. One of them is you are not to provoke the supernatural through the use of Ouija boards, haunting. You don't fuck with that shit.
You should have a rule like Big Bang Theory. If one of us gets turned into a zombie, the other can't kill him.
In one version, the shuffler was a judge or a lawyer of some sort who lived in the hotel, because this hall was a hotel way back before it was part of the university.
That's true.
That is fact. Fact.
Fact.
Fact.
I was hoping you would do it, but you didn't.
So the shuffler had incredibly bad insomnia and would shuffle about the hall in his robe and slippers, and he ended up dying in the hotel. Very sad. And now he shuffles down the hall in his robe and slippers and knocks on people's doors, and if you let him in, obviously you will not see anyone, and he will proceed to knock shit off your shelves.
He already turned off this camera once.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we had to retell this whole story because he turned it off.
And my roommate and I have lost stuff, and it has shown up in very conspicuous, obvious places a few days later. I've also left my room with my fan at the foot of my bed, facing my bed, and come back just a few moments later, being the last one in my room, keep this in mind, and come back to my fan has moved a full foot and is turned towards my roommate's side of the room.
Unless she did that.
She hadn't been in the room after me.
Okay.
Like, I literally went down the hall and she was out.
I'm just asking the questions they probably are. Dun dun dun.
The version of this shuffler story that I heard was that back when this was a hotel, he was a janitor. And then when they changed it into a school, he just stayed with the building and he became a janitor here. And he died in one of the rooms because he lived here, I guess. Story has it now that he goes around the rooms and he still wants to clean things because he was a janitor for so long. And he will like shuffle your stuff and like tidy them up. He's really friendly. He's trying to help you by tidying up, but
He is a nice ghost. Don't get us wrong. He is nice.
yeah, and
No one's died yet.
he apparently the shuffler was really obsessed with Columbus Day. So the thing is, you're not supposed to bash Columbus Day because then he will come after you.
That is also in our roommate agreement. That goes along with the provoking.
You can't
Rule.
bash Columbus Day?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a thing. Don't bash Columbus Day.
Shit goes
You
down.
mean even though he technically wasn't the first guy to discover America?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a thing. Oh, hold up, one more
Okay.
thing. He will knock 4 times when he comes. If you hear knocking 4 times, that's the master, isn't it?
I've heard 3 though.
I've
So this is a little bit of an ambiguous one.
Basically, somebody knocks on your door and there's no one there.
Don't open the door because that's when shit starts going down. Shuffler.
Shuffler!
For our second story is a tale that is not true at all.
You can't start a story with, it's not true. That totally kills the horror.
Yeah, you're supposed to
Cut
say
that out then.
because you might scar someone for life. Are we scarring you for life?
There was a girl on the 10th floor who one night she decided to smoke a cigarette in her room, and she fell asleep with a lit cigarette, and she died of coincidentally smoke inhalation. Yeah. The next year they tried to put somebody else in the room, and they woke up in the middle of the night to a room covered in tar, as though not tar, but whatever the residue when a room goes up in
Slime?
smoke.
Oh.
Ectoplasm. This stuff on the walls
They are
that collects after smoke damage. The room was covered in that stuff. It was all black. So after that, they decided not to put anybody in that room ever again.
dun dun dun.
And sometimes you can still smell the smoke.
Dun dun dun.
This story does not have to do with our school, and it's really funny at the end. So even if you don't like scary stories, stick it out. So this father walks.
Oh, okay.
This father goes to tuck his daughter in, and he walks in on her praying. And so he's like, oh, I'll just wait until she's done. But he listens in on her prayers. He hears her praying, and she says, "Dear God, please bless Mommy and Daddy and Grandpa and goodbye Grandma." And he's like, that's weird. And then the next morning...
That's weird. I hate my daughter.
Anyway, next morning, the grandma dies. And then, so he listens in, he's like, whoa. So he listens in on her prayers, but she doesn't pray again for another month. And then a month later, she prays again, and that's really redundant. And he hears her saying, "Dear God, please bless Mommy and Daddy and goodbye Grandpa." And then the next morning, the grandfather dies. He's like, And then the next month, she prays again, and he hears her say, "Dear God, please bless Mommy and goodbye Daddy."
I love you, Daddy.
So he flips out, like, oh my god, I'm going to die tomorrow. So the next morning, he goes to work, and he finds... Play nice, children.
She's a dad.
The next morning, he goes to work, and he finds, like, the work distracts him and keeps him calm, keeps him, like, focused on anything but dying. And closing time comes, and he's like, oh, I'll just stay late and work through the night, because it's keeping me distracted. And midnight comes, and he's like, I did it, I lived through the day, yes! So he's driving home, and he gets to his house, and his wife is waiting up for him. And she's like, where have you been? And he's like, oh, sorry, honey, I had such a rough day at work. And she's like, you think you had a rough day? The mailman dropped dead on our porch this morning.
Hello. Thank you for watching our video. Please like,
comment,
Subscribe.
And here is our random song of the day. From the movie Hocus Pocus, which you all better have seen. Come Little Children!
go
Sung-
watch it.
Sung by Sarah Jessica Parker. Bye! Have a nice day!
Woo!